seen it.
Welcome to Talk Law Radio with attorney Todd Marquardt of the Marquardt Law Firm at marquardtlawfirm.com.
Welcome back to Talk Law Radio. I'm Todd Marquardt. We're talking about Medicare today. It's Medicare season, and as I was preparing this week for this show, I had a dream.
Ooh.
In my dream, there was a doctor, a school teacher, and a insurance company executive. And they all died. They went to the pearly gates to see St. Peter. And before getting in, St. Peter asked the doctor, "What did you do during life that was good enough to get in?" And he said, "I healed the sick. And if they couldn't afford the care, I did it for free." The teacher said, so St. Peter let in the doctor. The teacher goes up to St. Peter, and St. Peter says, "What good did you do? Why should I let you into heaven?" And the teacher said, "I taught educationally challenged children." And St. Peter says, "Good, you're in." And he asked the insurance executive, "What did you do that was good to get in?" And he said, "Well, I ran a large health insurance company." And St. Peter said, "You can go in, but you can only stay 3 days."
That was worth the wait. Well
Yes.
delivered.
Okay.
That was really well. That's how you do it, people. That's how you do a
Right.
joke.
So we're talking about Medicare, and some people don't know how old they are, especially women. They don't talk about their age.
Right.
They would just rather forget it. They
Right.
tell everybody they're 19 years old.
Right, exactly.
And so to give our audience some perspectives, I asked ChatGPT, who are the celebrities that are turning 65 this year? And some of these people I know and some of the people I do not. Linda Blair? You don't know? How about Randy Travis?
Yeah.
He's turning 65 this year. Hugh Laurie? You know him, Mark? Okay.
Mark knows everything.
Simon Cowell.
Oh, wow.
And Weird Al Yankovic,
Yeah. He's
turning 65.
He's had some work.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen? Yeah.
No, I haven't, but...
I'm no one to talk about nobody's appearance, I tell you what, but you can tell he's had some work.
Well, my wife and I have noticed just from watching TV that more people have paralyzed foreheads than we've ever seen in the past. And so I think that's the first thing that people do is they don't want wrinkles on their forehead.
Yeah.
And so...
Mark is actually 65. He's just had a lot of work done.
So they inject botulism into their skin.
Yeah. Could you do it?
I don't want that in my body. I'd rather have a wrinkle.
Yeah.
I don't know if it matters. It probably matters in show business, because they're supposed to look the same their whole career.
I always thought I would take the high road like that, just try and do good diet, stay out of the sun. But something happens to your brain when you look in the mirror and you just really don't recognize yourself anymore.
Yeah.
You feel the same. You're the same person and you look in. So I see why people
You might do it.
I always said I wouldn't. And the idea of injecting botulism in your face, it just sounds like so not what you need to be doing. And then plus you're going to have to die. You get to heaven and God's going to ask some questions,
Right. Why did you do that?
Yeah. Why were people starving and you had to go inject things in your face?
Right.
But I understand it more and more as the mirror more and more doesn't reflect how I feel.
Well, that brings me to the point of ageism.
Yeah.
October 9th was the day to remember ageism, which is like discrimination against people because of their age.
Yeah.
So the World Health Organization defines ageism as a combination of stereotypes, how we think, prejudice, how we feel, and discrimination, how we act, directed toward people on the basis of their age. And I had a guest on the show, on the Sunday show, Jill Piazzi, talk about ageism, and that program is going to be on the air again tomorrow, Sunday, October 13th at 4:30 in the afternoon.
It's on your YouTube.
Yeah, so she says that to combat ageism, we shouldn't make derogatory comments about our own age.
Okay.
So like when you say that you're forgetful.
I just love to joke about it. I love to joke about everything about me because I'm ridiculous. You know, I don't see how people get conceited.
Hashtag I'm ridiculous.
I am. I mean, I think humans, there's not a human on
Right.
this planet that's not just ridiculous.
It's funny, the human condition.
Yeah.
There was a comedian that was talking about that. Who was the guy that doesn't talk?
Oh, yeah. But
Mr. Bean.
yeah.
I saw a meme on social media where he said that comedians should be able to make jokes about everything.
Yes.
Even if you think it's insensitive or offensive.
That's the whole thing of comedy.
It's not funny unless it is sort of a taboo topic, I guess.
Right.
Anyway, I've gone off topic.
But there was that guy that would be really, from our generation, he was really, but then just don't go to him. What was his name? He had the black leather jacket.
Andrew Dice Clay?
Yeah, that guy. I knew one of y'all would know. Yeah, he was just mean.
Oh, okay. I'm not familiar with it. So let's go over some of these frequently asked questions. I asked you to answer the question after the break. What's the best Medicare thing out there? And you said you would answer the question.
Yes. So my answer, and that was kind of a tease, but I can't tell you what the best one is for anybody without knowing what their situation is, what their needs are, what their concerns are. So there is no right product for everybody. Everybody's needs are different. Everybody's drug list is different. Everybody's doctors are different. So it really comes down to analyzing what each individual client's needs are. I've sat down with husband and wives, and one of them chooses to go one way and the other one chooses to go the other way because that's what fits their needs the right way.
So you provide them with specialized advice to their facts and circumstances.
I provide them with education and options.
Oh, okay.
So I tell my clients about 80% of my job is education. I'm there to educate them on what Medicare is, how it works, and then what their options are. I'm not there to make decisions for them or tell them what to do. I'm there to show them, here's what your options are.
But there's so much information out there and there's so many options, it's hard to discover that for ourselves without getting a little bit of help.
Yes, absolutely. People can do what I help them with on their own if they choose to, as long as they're willing to put the time and the effort into it. And it's a lot of time and it's a lot of effort. And a lot of people just don't want to, or don't know where to start, and don't know where to look for the information, or don't want to spend the time to do it.
Yeah.
And so having a broker like me or any other broker that's out there, it makes sense because they never have to pay us for that. We don't charge for that education. And so, and they get the exact same product whether they do it on their own or they let us help.
How do they find you?
Well, right now, during annual enrollment, I'm actually in a Walmart store up in Bulverde Spring Branch.
Okay.
But I have a website. I have a cell phone number that I give out to my clients. I have email.
Well, do you want everybody listening now to have your cell phone number?
They can have it. Just don't call me right now, and be aware that if I get 100 phone calls, it's going to take me a little time to call back.
Okay. Well, go ahead and say it.
So my number is 210-621-7842.
Okay. So one frequently asked question is, should I sign up for Part B? Because A is automatic. If you enroll with Medicare, A is the thing that everybody gets, right?
Right, at no monthly premium.
No
yes.
monthly premium. B has a premium, so why would I choose that over having no premium?
Well, if you don't get Part B, then you can't get your drug coverage or an Advantage plan, and you're exposed to all the expense of doctor's visits, ambulance, ER urgent care, labs and radiology.
So Part A is for somebody like me. I never get sick. I'm immune from the coronavirus. And I never get hurt because I don't do risky things.
You don't want to knock on some wood? How can you talk like that? Knock on wood. Look, there's wood right there.
Well, and remember that Part A only covers the hospitalization side of healthcare for seniors.
No, I'm very risk adverse, so I do have all the insurance that a young person like me should have. And so I would definitely buy all the stuff even though I didn't need it.
Well, when you turn 65, call me.
Okay. We got to take one more break. We'll come back. We'll talk about some more frequently asked questions of Medicare. Stay tuned.
This has been Talk Law Radio with attorney Todd Marquardt, brought to you by the Marquardt Law Firm. You can learn more at marquardtlawfirm.com. And be sure to listen to the full Talk Law Radio show Saturday mornings at 11 on 9:30 a.m. The Answer.
Each week, attorney Todd Marquardt talks about the law. His mission with the Talk Law Radio show and podcast is to help you discover your legal issue blind spots. In the beginning, God had one law. Don't eat from the fruit of that tree. Then came the 10 Commandments. Now we have federal, state, and municipal lawmakers that won't stop creating new laws. Laws that might impact you without you knowing it. Listen to the show and drop a line on Facebook or email host@talklawradio.com and let the host know what you think of the show, the topics you want to hear, and whether you want to be a guest.